days are never ending, when the nights are feeling lonely. There's a place that I can go, where the birds are free to roam, in the sky, flying high, over fields of green. And where the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight. We'll be burning on and on and on. We're the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight. We'll be burning on and on and on.
Hello Virgo, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 22nd of November until the 29th of November 2021. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Eight of Cups. It is time to ask yourself what you can do to bring a deeper satisfaction and joy to your life beyond the obvious pursuit of material satisfaction and/or physical enjoyment. You are seeking deeper meaning to life and focusing in on your personal truth. You want to escape from the rat race and pursue deeper, more spiritual goals at this time. You are willing to let go of your material possessions in favor of something more meaningful. Thus, the Eight of Cups is often reflective of the start of a journey of discovery, particularly on a spiritual level. You are disappointed enough to walk away from everything you have built up so far. It could indicate a disappointment in love or dissatisfaction with material success. It could also indicate that you have overextended yourself to the point of emotional exhaustion. Even though you have already come so far, you feel that you can no longer go on and your only choice is to walk away from the situation. You feel disappointed with yourself, but you know that this is the right thing to do before you completely burn out. You may also be feeling that you are giving too much and not getting nearly enough in exchange. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Five of Pentacles. What do you want most right now is the end of financial problems in your life. If you have suffered a loss, know that there are people around you who are willing to help. There is always a solution and always a way out, so either open your eyes and go to it, or close your eyes and let the inner light guide you. Often, what has caused these financial problems is a matter of your own emotions. Greed will lead to loss. Anxiety will lead to error, possessiveness will lead to solitude. By focusing on the material, you lose sight of your spiritual development. You may be rich for a while, but all will be lost if you learn nothing. On a psychological level, there may be a difficulty with your relationship to money and material things. If money becomes the primary motivating force in life and the gauge by which you judge your worth, the lack of it may produce anxiety and a sense of being excluded from the good things money can provide. For example, if you are unfortunate enough to encounter financial difficulties such as the loss of employment or an investment gone belly up, you may fall into the trap of losing faith in your ability to recreate a positive financial situation for yourself. Therefore, you should not only consider your actual financial circumstances but also your attitudes toward money. What fears do you have around money and wealth? Are you anxious about never having enough, or do you have faith in your ability to manifest what you need to live a prosperous, fulfilled life no matter what your circumstances? Often wealth is based as much on your psychological state as your actual financial state. In a world that often equates success with financial wealth, the loss shown on the Five of Pentacles can be a humbling blow to your self-esteem and sense of self-worth. This loss can occur in any number of ways, but even though an external event may seem to be the cause, This card often reflects that the loss is something you have brought upon yourself. There is a spiritual loss that often precedes or accompanies loss of material wealth. The Five of Pentacles can also point to a time of being alone, feeling abandoned, ignored and unwanted. You may be excluded from group events or you are being ostracized by others. You are in desperate need of support and comfort from those who actually care. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Queen of Swords. You are afraid and very emotionally involved in a particular situation or issue, but this may be distorting your perception of the situation at hand. You need to use your head a little bit more to understand what is happening and read the signals more accurately. Look at your situation objectively and think with your head and not your heart, as this may give you a better picture of the situation and help you evaluate what you need to do next. Similarly, the Queen of Swords suggests that relationships are clouding your usually clear vision. You need to refocus your goals or direction, yet you are hesitating due to a desire not to disturb the positive balance and harmony of your relationships with others. At the end of the day, you need to be more hard-edged, confident and assertive in order to be successful. Clear sight and analysis, objective weighing of options and ideas for the future, and even carefully considering but not necessarily choosing the alternatives are essential right now. On the other hand, the Queen of Swords can come across as cold-hearted, bitter, resentful and bitchy, particularly if she is completely devoid of any emotion or compassion for others. In her quest to get to the bottom of an issue, she puts a lot of other people offside and loses her support base. She isolates herself from others and is seen as narrow-minded, intolerant, and mean. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Five of Cups. This is the time for letting go of the past and learning from your mistakes. This card can often reflect a person who is caught up in the past and unable to move on, missing out on new opportunities. Bitter memories from the past continue to bother you, and often a great deal of the blame for past actions is placed on yourself and your inadequacies. To some it would seem that there is no way out of this situation, but the tarot always shows problems on one hand and solutions on the other. Forgiveness and the ability to recover after emotional loss are necessary. If you are feeling disappointed by another person's actions, and then find it within your heart to forgive that person, releasing yourself from the disappointment. You may also need to reassess your expectations that have led you to this disappointment. Were you expecting too much? Remember, too, that hindsight is much clearer than foresight, and present-day wisdom is gained from the mistakes of the past. Reflect on what led you to this point and understand what important lessons you can take from the experience. Even when things go pear-shaped, there is always something positive that can be gained by reflecting on the lessons learned. While it is true that much has been lost, there is still a ray of hope, because some of the cups in this card remain full and upright. You must not pity yourself when you find yourself in his situation. Instead of looking at the situation from a glass-is-half-empty perspective, look at it from a glass-is-half-full perspective. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Three of Cups. You are afraid of betrayal of trust and possible cheating from someone close to you. On a broader scale, your creativity may be stifled and instead you are being forced to conform to the group in which you are operating. You may be part of a very tight-knit group that does things a certain way and is not open to innovation or alternative approaches. You need to consider whether you are willing to sacrifice your creative abilities in favor of the group's desires. The Three of Cups may also reflect isolation from others. If this is the case, It is time to take charge of the situation and to reconnect with your community. Consider joining a group or organization, and if the need for support is present, seek out the necessary resources. Similarly, you have lost touch with your close friends, perhaps due to a falling out or other, more demanding priorities such as work or family commitments. See this card as a reminder to reconnect with your friends, let your hair down and have a good time, without worrying too much about the consequences. On the other hand, the Three of Cups may indicate overindulgence in the party scene. You may be spending most nights out at bars and nightclubs, indulging in drugs and alcohol and throwing caution to the wind. You may also be in the work hard, play hard mindset, when what you need is greater balance in your life. Be mindful about the longer-term consequences of your actions and ask yourself whether this is indeed a sustainable lifestyle. Take a break from the social scene to regroup and get some much-needed sleep. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Fool. You are about to embark on a new journey, one that is completely unknown and will take you to uncharted territories. The Fool is all about new experiences, personal growth, development and adventure. The Fool card asks you to take a leap of faith and to trust in the universe in that if you begin a new journey, you will find success. This Fool lives a carefree life, free from worry and anxiety. He does not seem to mind if he does not really know what lies ahead. The Fool card may represent a choice to be made, one of vital importance. However, there are always many different options available and the choice must be made wisely. If you are facing a decision or moment of doubt, the Fool encourages you to believe in yourself and follow your heart no matter how crazy or foolish your impulses may seem. This is a time when you need to truly believe and have faith in where the universe is taking you. The Fool is an excellent card to meditate on if you are experiencing a lot of fear in your life. The Fool enhances courage, risk-taking and the creative expression needed to open up new areas in your life. The Fool is always whole, healthy and without fear. He is the spirit of who we are. The spirit expressed and experienced as wonder, awe, curiosity and anticipation. We never know what is in the future, but like the Fool we must blindly go forward. You need to trust that you are a spirit born into flesh to enjoy life and grow in experience. Take a chance and see what happens. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Birth and Rebirth. Inspiration and new life are here. Rejoice, for spring is in the air and you're beginning again. This marker bodes well for any new project, endeavor, relationship, or idea to take shape and to be birthed into the world. It also reminds you that anything old or painful can be brought forth or transformed by a new and creative perspective. This marker reminds you that the process leading up to a birth can feel cumbersome, restrictive, painful, and never-ending. Yet the final shift brings an extraordinary gift of new life, a new vision born out of surrender, and a total release. Know that you've come far and are at a place to celebrate your ideas and all things anew. This card asks that you align yourself with the mystery of spirit, the true source of creative energy and power. None of us are inspired without the subtle and profound influence of the soul's longing and the urgings of the divine. Remember the prayer, make me a channel for divine creativity, use me as an instrument of a higher will, and watch a miracle unfold.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.